Welcome to Magic Mike's podcast number 1 with Trent, Weezelyte, and Magic Mike. And now y'all
That
are
was
live.
great. That was great. That was perfect.
Perfect. First time. No
First
practice
time.
needed. None.
Yeah.
None.
We didn't
Fantastic.
rehearse that at all, y'all. We didn't rehearse
No.
that one single time, so y'all know that's how good he is.
Not one time. Yeah, sure.
That way. We all freestylers here. We don't need rehearsal.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of blah, 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 but
Tell me that why that was still one of the coldest raps in mumble rap community.
oh.
Well, I'm here. Hi. Magic. I guess we're meeting again after so many years, but now we're doing it in a public interface.
Yeah. It has been a lot of years, man.
It has. It's not the first time we've been in front of a crowd together, though.
Right. Good time.
Shout out to Dirty Sack back in the day.
Yeah. I was just talking to Brandon about that show that we did at the music hall years ago. That was good times, man.
Man, I haven't. I still write to this day. I just haven't really put out anything, but I still write. Still have fun with it. Just haven't really put anything out for the masses.
Yeah. Man, I ain't done nothing with it in so long, man. I wonder if I still got it.
Boy, I know you do. You gave me it, so you gotta still have it.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to pick back up, man, and do. Though I want it to be a part of this channel too at some point. So.
Well, since we're talking about rap, I know you wanted me to explain this new situation arising with Eminem and Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
So, speaking to the rap game specifically, Eminem and Snoop Dogg, probably two of the biggest names out there. Honestly, you can't think of Snoop Dogg and not think "Drop It Like It's Hot" right off the bat. You can't think about anything but him smoking weed, him and Dr. Dre, him NWA, all of them. They're legend. He's a legend, and we have Eminem, a man who rose to legend and has stayed there for several decades now.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Eminem put out a new album recently.
Mm-hmm.
Music to Be Murdered by Side B.
Man,
And on the track, yeah, you do. If you haven't listened to Music Be Murdered by, to me, it's one of his best albums.
Really?
Period. It's so dope.
It gets
also
hard
good.
Call all the time. It gets hard trying to keep up with shit when I'm on call all the time. Like, it just sucks because being on this podcast right now, this is my last night on call. I'll be off call after the night, but it just sucks knowing that at any moment we could be in the middle of this podcast, boom, screwed because I get called out.
Yeah, I get it. That's kind of how living living full-time caretaking is. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a live-in caretaker, and it's rough sometimes. But Eminem, on this album, he has a song called Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
In Zeus, he says, I'm not going to have Snoop dogging me. I'm used to having people in my own yard dogging me and stuff like that. And he's like, Snoop, you're a god. You were like a god to me. Oops, not really. I meant dog. I spelled God backwards. Like, he was obviously going at Snoop.
Oh, wow.
And it's because Snoop, during an interview, said that Eminem was not on his top 10 favorite rappers, and that's not really what bothered Eminem. It was the words, and the way he said it, and the way he said I could live without his music, basically. Which I guess Eminem felt hurt, and he hit him with the Zeus diss track. He hit him with dissed him in Zeus. And now Snoop released a new thing dissing him, and all I can say is, boy, Snoop still got it. Snoop still got it. If Snoop still got it this level, Eminem and him about to be really beefing.
So Snoop's hanging with the M, huh?
He's gonna. I think he might be, but they might be squashing it just because Dr. Dre is currently in the hospital with a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, I heard about that. That I did hear about. I did, but I think they said he had tweeted or posted on Instagram or something not about a week ago, I think, and was saying he was doing a lot better. So.
Yeah, like this is a much bigger beef to me than Eminem and MGK were, or Eminem and Jaw, or Eminem and Benzino, because Benzino, Jaw, MGK, none of them are on Snoop's level of fame. None of them.
Exactly. Especially MGK.
Yeah, especially MGK. That
I want to battle him.
Yeah. Well, you'd win because he quit. He lost so bad to Eminem, he switched genre.
No shit.
Yeah, he's doing like pop stuff now, pop and rock and shit.
Oh Lord.
He's like dating somebody who's really fucking hot though. I don't remember who it was, but apparently he's with somebody who's fucking hot. But for him on that,
he dug his own grave, man.
He should have kept quiet. He got cocky. That was his issue. He got cocky.
Yeah. I think, see, me personally, I think he was willing to risk everything for a moment in the spotlight. I think that's what it was, But why in the fuck, out of all people, would you go after Eminem? And because he had to have known, you know, I'm going to take this shot, just to get in the spotlight for a minute. But he had to have known Eminem was going to fucking destroy his entire career, man. He had to know that.
I mean, why would you go after him? You make a good. Who in their right mind would go after Eminem? He doesn't destroy you. He destroys careers.
Yeah, that's the only rapper I've ever heard that can sit there and drop a diss track on somebody, and in that diss track, dog himself in the track and still smash the other rapper. When he was back in them days when he was beefing with Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey, I don't remember what fucking song it was, but I'm pretty sure I heard a song where he was dogging on them, but he even roasted his own self in that song, in what the song I'm talking about, a couple of times, and still annihilated them too.
The two songs I know there's two of them where he disses. One of them he disses them. One is Lord. One is a feature where he was featured on Fat Joe, Lord Joe, Lord Above song. He was featured on that, and he said some shit about Nick Cannon. And what's that other one? Bagpipes from Baghdad.
Yeah.
There's also another one, but I can't remember what the heck it was. There's one more. And there's one less popular one known, too.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, man. Like, if Eminem and Snoop went at it, I really, like, just lyrically speaking, Eminem's got it. Just lyrically speaking. But everything else Snoop fucking has in, like, spades.
Yeah. I'd probably have to agree with you on that, because I mean, when it comes to being a lyricist, man, I just think, man, I ain't heard too many that can top him, man. I just haven't.
I mean, it's like a lot of people say, oh, he's only famous because he's white, but he says in one like song, like one of his songs, like, if I'm famous because I'm white, then why doesn't every other white rapper have what I got?
Yeah. Right? Shit,
Skin
I wish
color.
I had.
Right? Like, skin color has nothing to do with it. That man has pure, like, talent. He has pure skill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely beyond any lyricist I've ever heard, man. Fucking ridiculous.
His style is the only thing that most people don't like about him, because he's got an unusual style, but everybody loves Snoop's style.
Yeah.
He's got that swag in his music, like, you vibe with his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, every time 1, 2, 3 into the foe, Snoop Dogg is knocking at your door. I'm like, okay, yeah, I rocks with this.
Yeah.
I didn't think he could rap anymore after he went Snoop Lion.
Yeah. That's a lot of the issue with Eminem, man. Like, I heard a lot of people, after a bunch of his earlier shit, people started feeling like he was fading out, like he wasn't the same Eminem anymore. And Like, I sat there and I tried to tell them motherfuckers that were saying that. I said, listen, I said, y'all sitting here claiming Eminem don't have it anymore just because y'all don't believe his lyrics and his music is as good as it was in the beginning. But I said, here's the thing about it. I said, Eminem, I promise you, still has it. But the thing about it is Eminem's done climbed to such a high fucking level in life, in the music industry, that he can have it and he don't have to put it all out there no more. He can go in the fucking studio and half-ass and bullshit for the rest of his life, and he's gonna be fine. But if a motherfucker decides to step to him and, throw some accusations his way, or happens to fucking, slip up and mention Haley's name in a song, he's gonna come out and prove that he still got it, just like he did with MGK, man. Fucking, he don't need to, man. He don't have to grind as hard as he did when he first got signed, because of where he's at now and the name he's built for himself.
Like, Eminem is so good that even if Dr. Dre wouldn't have been the one to sign him, he still would have probably been just as big, because it's not, Dr. Dre was definitely a big influence on his life, but it's not the reason Eminem is Eminem. Eminem is Eminem because of the way he grew up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he has his lyrical prowess, his lyrical skill, it is like just God tier. He has weird flows and weird styles, but I actually like the weird flows and weird styles. A nice break from the common gangsta sound most things are rocking nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right
Don't
there.
get me wrong. I like to hear that song about, how this man has diamonds so fucking heavy they sunk the Titanic. That's dope. That's cool and everything. But have you heard about Eminem murdering his mother and burying her under the tool shed?
Oh man, that dude definitely has. He's definitely one of a kind. One of a kind for sure.
I'd love to meet him, honestly. I would love to meet that dude in real life, because I know in real life he's also a big nerd. Like, he fucking loves comic books.
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name? What's the dude that made Marvel? I just forgot his name because, well, I am medicated. Put it that way.
Marvel.
Stan
Fucking
Lee.
yeah. The one that just passed not too long ago. Yep.
May he rest in peace to that legend.
Yes, that broke me.
Man, it broke me too. It broke me too. It didn't break me as hard as Steve Irwin's death, but it broke me somewhere special.
Yeah.
But him and Eminem met live, met at one point, and they have it like, I saw it on a YouTube video, and it was fucking hilarious, because one of the first questions he asked Stan Lee was, when the Hulk hulks out, does his dick hulk out too? And Stan Lee just so casually answered it with a yes that it killed me inside.
Man, that old man was a trip.
He was. He there's nothing really bad to say about the man. He was a legend. He was an icon. He created heroes that the world loves.
Yeah.
From like Spider-Man to Batman, it all, if you say all back to the source, it's him.
Right. Yep. Yep. It's kind of like their daddy passed, man. Shit. It's horrible.
That's why they did a special comic about it. They actually had a special comic where they had all the heroes get together for a funeral for Stan Lee.
Yeah. And then see, when people that I got respect for like that pass away, it makes me want to motherfucking fight somebody, dude. Oh shit.
Oh, fight me, bro. I'm a pacifist. Peace and love.
I just want to break shit when I see news like that, man. I hate that. Paul
That's how I
Walker.
felt when I saw Robin Williams died.
Oh yeah. Yep. That was a bad one too. That was a big one too.
That hit hard. That man.
That did,
He
man.
spoke to generations.
Yeah. I watched him, throughout my whole fucking life, man. I remember watching him when I was a kid in the Ghostbusters movies, man.
Mm-hmm. Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Flubber, yeah.
How about
Jumanji.
Yeah. I hate it, man.
It was, and with the dude who played Chadwick died, that was a pretty big shock. Like it wasn't super saddening because I hadn't become really too attached to him, but it just shocked me how out of nowhere it came. The dude who played Black Panther.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How in the hell, man? That man, I don't know. That man looked like a fucking physique wise. He looked like a fucking. I don't even know what to say he looked like, but I would have never in a million years thought that man had the health problems he did. You know, fought cancer all them years and shit, and then got taken out by it. Man, that was fucked up, boy. But
Deep stuff.
man, I'm glad they got to get him in that last Avengers movie though. At least that last one they did. But,
And he got his own little standalone movie too, which will now
yeah.
be remembered even more so because he died so shortly after it. I mean, no more than a few years at most, I think. At most, I don't remember how long exactly because I don't remember when the movie actually came out. I know I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. I just don't remember when it came out. I'm really bad about that.
Yeah. Fucking hate it, man, when you watch celebrities your whole fucking life, man. Feels like you actually know them in person and then they die, man. And you're like, why the fuck is this affecting me like my fucking mom just died, man?
And that's crazy. Like we as people get so emotionally connected to celebrities. Have you heard about this whole Johnny Depp ordeal?
I don't think so.
So there's this actress named Amber Heard. Amber
Uh,
Heard is. Have you seen Aquaman?
yeah.
She plays the redheaded queen lady in
Oh,
Aquaman.
okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She was married to Johnny Depp.
Uh huh.
She came out claiming Johnny Depp would beat her and shit like this.
Oh shit. Like,
And
live.
nobody believes her, by the way. Nobody believes her, but people are still sticking with her.
No.
And Johnny Depp is threatening to have his whole fucking career ruined over this bullshit. Or because this woman wants to come out and lie, say how Johnny Depp used to beat her and get really aggressive and all this shit. And Johnny Depp's just over here like, yo, what the fuck?
Man, that's fucking crazy, boy.
Jason Momoa, the dude who plays Aquaman,
Yeah.
he straight up said, I ain't gonna play Aquaman if this bitch is still gonna be here, basically. And I'm like, okay, respect, bro. We're fucking respect.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I will quit this whole damn job because of this bitch.
Damn, and that's a money maker for him. So you know it. You know that's some real shit.
And here's the thing, Jason Momoa is charismatic as fuck. If he went to Marvel, Marvel would pull in some bank with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now Robert Downey Jr., I can say his name, I swear, is actually trying to save Johnny Depp's career, which I think is absolutely remarkable of him by casting him as the next Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
I think that's really dope of Robert Downey Jr. I always knew he was a pretty chivalrous man, honestly. He just always, I know he used to be a drunk and like a really bad person. He went to rehab for a while, but it seems like he's no longer that person he used to be in the slightest.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, the shit you hear about celebrities, boy.
You hear some crazy shit about celebrities. What's the craziest shit? Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are divorced, I think.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I heard them talk. They were talking about that on the radio the other day, that they were divorced or in the middle of a divorce or some shit. Like,
Yeah, I heard that too. I feel so bad for that kid, by the way. That kid has to go through
yes,
his whole life named Northwest.
yeah, yeah. That's fucking insane. That's fucking
You ain't a
insane.
person, you a direction.
Yeah, named your child Northwest. What the fuck? Then I heard the Kardashians are trying to smash. I heard the Kardashians are trying to take Kanye for everything he's got.
Good luck with that. That man has more arrogance than Trump, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, yeah, but everybody knows them Kardashians are fucking gold digging bitches, man. They always have been.
I mean, obviously, look at them. They dug so much gold, their skin is turning the color of it.
Man. Like, yeah, I mean, every time I see the first time I seen a Kardashian, I was like, them some gold digging, snobby ass bitches. I don't like them. I don't want to watch them. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to see them. Turn TV off. If the bitches come on my TV, turn my TV off. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it because I just don't like that type of hoe, man.
Say goodbye. I'll want it. Nope. Click 9. I'll say no in 18 different languages right now. No.
And then why you still digging for gold, bitch, when you're a multi-billionaire now and you still probably fucking out there snatching up dudes for their wallets and their pocketbooks, man.
Who was the celebrity they were saying? Cardi B. Didn't they say like she would like drug men and
Yes.
steal their money and shit?
Yeah, she admitted that shit on live TV, man. She straight up admitted that before she made it with her music, that she would go to clubs and whatnot and shit and fucking link up with random guys, get them shit faced drunk, take them back to the fucking hotel or to their house or to her house, fuck them, let them pass out, and then fucking hit that lick on their ass and dipset and be gone when they woke up, boy, and their shit gone.
Cardi was a gangster, no doubt, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's not something you just want to casually talk about on live TV. It just makes
Man,
you look like a bad person.
yeah. You just straight up come out and admitted that you were fucking. And then now apparently, well, I know after she admitted it, there were a whole bunch of random fucking dudes coming out of the woodworks talking about they're putting lawsuits on Cardi B because she fucking roofied them, fucked them, and robbed them.
I mean, with an ass like Cardi B, you'd be paying either way. So
Yeah. What's that movie? Was it I think it was one of the Friday movies. He done tied us up. He done tied us up, fucked us, robbed us, raped us and shit.
yeah, that was the second one. I think that was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear that the dude who played Debo died?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he died. He died. I think a few weeks to a month ago or so.
What the fuck? The dude that played Debo in Friday? What the
Yeah, the
fuck?
dude who plays Devo. It came. I read about it. Like he was. They got a call. They came. They found his body. Like he wasn't dead, but he was dead before he got to the hospital. They found him in an unconscious state in his room, and he died like before he got to the hospital or something. No real other information that I know beyond that, though.
So they ain't released no more information on his death?
I just ain't seen it yet. I haven't particularly looked because I just have a weird feeling it's either going to be some kind of brain disease or overdose.
Yeah. Yeah, that overdose shit's big with celebrities. But I think I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think with a lot of these celebrity deaths being ruled as overdoses and shit, I think that's cover up bullshit a lot of the times, man, by the fucking media and the press and shit. I don't know, cause like I've heard about certain celebrities fucking overdosing and dying and shit, like, and I'm just like, there ain't no fucking way. There ain't no way he done that, you know? Ain't that what they said fucking happened to why the fuck can't I say his name right now? The Ghostbuster we were just talking about him, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't they say
he hanged himself.
he hanged himself?
I think he hung himself.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I don't.
dark. Yeah, he hung himself. Found him. Gruesome. And yes, actually, I'm no conspiracy theorist by any means, but I do believe that when too many coincidences stack, it becomes suspicious.
No. No. Fucking.
But we live in a world where everybody is sus of everybody right off the bat. So
Yeah.
this 9-year-old girl has approached me selling cookies. She wants my money.
Yeah. Man.
It's all about the money nowadays, though, too.
Yeah. And then while we're on this fucking check this out, man. While we're on this fucking whole actor binge and shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you, boy. I was watching some shit the other day, man. You know the movies, The Expendables, and then fucking like all these other movies. You know, they just came out and made that fucking new Rambo movie with Sylvester Stallone not too long ago and shit. And they got all fucking actors that I watched when I was a fucking child and remember seeing these guys looking younger than I look right now, you know. And like now I see these guys, man, and it fucking bothers me, man. Like when I see people like Sylvester Stallone and Jean Claude Van Damme and shit, and how much they've aged. Like all I can do is sit there and think, "Fuck, I'm next, man."
I've accepted the fact that one day I get old, and I've already accepted the fact that I will be absolutely the old man sitting on his porch yelling at kids to get off his lawn, knowing they are only
Yeah.
flamingos.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely gonna be a unique ass old man. I'm gonna be different in some way, man. And the thing about it is the child in me is never gonna die. If I live to see 90, I'm gonna be out there acting fucking ignorant. This YouTube shit we're doing now. If I'm 90 and still alive, I'm still yeah.
Word to the editor.
Yep. But damn, boy,
Hold on real quick.
fuck.
If they start
Yeah.
talking to someone and no one knows who they're talking to, it's because my mic is muted, so no one hears me cough, drinking, or editing stuff. Just to be clear.
Yep.
Shut up, voice in my head. No, your voice in my head. That's all it will ever be.
Trent, don't tell him that Brandon's talking bad about him.
They'll never know because it's in my head.
That is not true.
We don't do that over here. We respect
He said, "Whoever threw that book, your mom's a hoe."
Okay, I'm just going to leave my mic unmuted. So, yeah.
We
No more
bullied him.
No more muted mics.
Since my mic is unmuted, fine, we'll do this. Robin Williams' autopsy confirmed death by suicide. Williams had antidepressants, caffeine, Parkinson drugs in his system on his autopsy.
Well, I think the media stuffed drugs in his system.
It was the police. It's always the police.
Yeah.
Who else has all the drugs?
Yup. The police drugged them. Fucking who are them people? The police drugged them and fucking gosh damn it, boy. Them fucking evil people, man. What the fuck? The people that are gonna fucking man, I talk about the fucking people all the time. Y'all got what I'm talking about. The ones that
I have a general idea.
the celebrities sell their souls to and shit.
Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Yeah. There it is, Illuminati. Fucking bitches.
Fucking bitches.
They shot Proof.
With your third eye blind shit. Don't even make no sense.
Yeah. Shot my boy Proof in the head and shit.
No, he's just in Jamaica. Did you hear about the whole like people like assaulting the Congress lawn?
Yeah. Actually, Donald Trump, man, is in some fucking hot water over that shit, man. Because
Comment from Ortega says, "Magic Mike, I loved your movie."
Oh shit! Look at that. Thank you.
How'd they know you were Bow Wow?
Man, I'm gonna get up and start breakdancing in a minute.
Pull off that Chris Brown.
Somebody turn on Pony right quick. I'm on the table.
Get some genuine in this bitch.
Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, y'all keep getting me off what I was saying. Then I don't remember what I was saying. Never made it.
Talking about Trump being in some hot water.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of people rallied and shit, man, and he said, I watched the video, he said, when we get done here, we are all gonna march peacefully down to the Pentagon, and we're going to peacefully protest. And this is my theory. This is what I think happened at that moment. I think Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, hell, even Mitch McConnell, motherfucking Bernie Sanders, all of them seen that shit and said, shit, get BLM and fucking Dan Affleck out there and get them out there and tell them to fucking bomb rush the Pentagon as soon as they get down there and start killing folks. Just to make it look like Trump just orchestrated that whole motherfucking thing. And then the shit that I watched a couple of days after that blew my fucking mind. Never thought I would see this. But basically, Trump got in front of the people and conceded. He got in front of the people after all this shit about having all this proof about the fucking election being rigged and these motherfuckers over here on the left cheating and shit. He came out and said there will be an inauguration and we're going to do our best to make it a peaceful one, and there's going to be a new president come in on the 20th. And he said, I don't remember word for word what he said, but basically he conceded in his own little words and shit and said that, you know, Joe Biden is going to be your president, and it was an honor serving y'all. And this isn't the end. This is only the beginning of our journey. But now, with all that shit that happened, they're trying to convict him in the Senate and impeach him so he won't be able to run again ever in 2024 or any time after that. And then now there's talk that it's not gone so far, but they're talking about him possibly going to fucking prison, man. And I just don't believe that man orchestrated an attack on the Pentagon. I don't believe he did it. I think they set him up as soon as they seen that fucking shiny pot of gold when he said we're gonna peacefully march down to the Pentagon. I think they fucking framed him, boy.
Well, here's the thing. I can absolutely believe that he couldn't orchestrate it because I genuinely believe he doesn't have enough intelligence to.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, that man was just a poor choice all around. The people who follow him shouldn't even be called, like, you know, political people. At this point, they should be called cultists or fanatics because that's the way they worship Trump. I mean, they go nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a fucking, which I'm sure y'all have probably seen some of it too, but I got my tow truck, you know, to go to work about a month ago or 2 months ago or so, and I got down to the end of my street to go turn on the main street and head out towards Conway and shit. And like, I wasn't trying to be a dick, man, but I mean, I'm a tow truck driver, man. When I'm going to work, I got to go. And I'm talking about this fucking huge Trump rally just comes bomb rushing through Bologna, man. And I'm talking about a line of fucking cars fucking stretched for fucking 10, 15, 20 miles at least, man. Blowing horns, Trump flags waving and shit. Woo, yeah! D-Trump, motherfuckers! And I'm like, golly, boy. I'm good. I'm down with y'all, but I got to go to work, man. Get the fuck out of my way now.
Go. You know, I think officially Trump has lost an election more times than any president in history. Is the whole recount situation. I think he ended up losing the election like 9 times or something.
Yeah.
Like, how many times do you have to lose?
Well,
this time they're going to get it right. This time it's bad. It's fake news.
Yeah.
Trump is a trip.
Luis Ortega, did he believe I was the real Magic Mike, or was he just being sarcastic?
I don't know. He commented, and I commented back saying, Magic Mike MIC never made a movie, but Magic Mike MIKE did.
Somebody commented on our podcast, baby, and said, Magic Mike, I loved your movie. I told him, I said, turn Pony on. I'm about to get on the table.
Angry supporters of President Donald Trump stormed the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday in a riot aimed at throwing a peaceful transfer of power, forcing lawmakers to rush the building. 1 person was shot and killed. 3 others died after suffering medical emergencies.
Yep, it was a fucking female Air Force She was in that woman was in the Air Force, and I guess she got through so far that she actually fucking came face to face with Secret Service, and they told her to stand down, but she continued to march, and they told her that if she moved again, they were going to shoot her. And I mean, I'm not condoning what the Secret Service did, because I ain't been told that she was armed, so I'm just going to assume she was unarmed. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, basically, if you run up on the Secret Service and they tell you stop or we're going to kill you, you might want to stop, because I mean, that's the Secret Service. If they say they're going to kill you, they're going to kill you.
Yeah, they're not just bluffing. They have that power. It does not matter if you're armed or not. If you're running up on a Secret Service person, you are getting shot.
Yup.
If you manage to get up on one, you're getting your neck broken, because they're also trained in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. Did y'all see that? Brandon, you'll probably be able to find it, but there was a picture. There was a picture that was leaked on the internet where it looked like Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage went in there and stole the Declaration of Independence in the middle of all that, and he even tweeted. He even tweeted yesterday and said, "No, I did not steal the Declaration. I did not orchestrate a riot to steal the Declaration of Independence. So stop asking."
Sad part is people have probably asked him.
Hey, I seen the picture though, and unless it was just tweet with and shit, like Nicolas Cage stole the Declaration of Independence. I saw that shit with my own.
Yeah, I saw it. It happened. I saw it happen. Therefore, it happened. No drugs were involved in the making of this movie. Using an ad blocker. Ew. I don't know. Trump has just been a roller coaster ride of a president.
Kyle Kashu tweeted out, Nick Cage is currently inside the Capitol searching for secret hidden founding father documents.
They know what's going on in the world. They know what's going on.
Christina on Twitter commented they did not make an entire movie about the lengths Nicolas Cage went to steal the Declaration of Independence for these people just to walk right in the front door.
Old Nicky boy.
So I seen an image a second ago of a guy that was holding like the little podium thing with the seal on it, trying to walk out the building with it.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Nicolas Cage hasn't been relevant in a few years now, I don't think. Besides this little thing here, this is like probably the most recent thing I've heard about Nicolas Cage in a while.
Yup. He ain't really been doing too much of nothing, man.
I mean, he's wealthy enough to sit back and relax with the cast for a while.
Yeah, and if he really did orchestrate that riot up into the Capitol, he might need to go and perform a face-off procedure.
Just go ahead and make all the movies real.
I mean, even like the greatest perception, he leaves as himself. He comes back as Andy Dick. Nobody would ever suspect him of Andy Dick.
Nope. Oh. It's Nicolas Cage time on Twitter.
There's a few actors that I haven't heard from in quite a while, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Mel Gibson, I don't think he's been around for a good while.
Yeah, I think the last I watched him in was the fucking Expendables movie.
I think so too. I cannot remember the last time I've heard anything relevant about him. There's many others. I just who they are right now because they have not been in anything for a while. Adam Sandler right now is killing it on Netflix.
Yeah.
He is killing it with these little movies and Netflix originals and shit.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's latest movie is called Fat Man. I'm showing you the trailer right now.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh shit! Can the people watching the podcast see it?
I could show like a couple seconds of it, but not much because it would get copyrighted.
Oh, okay.
Copyright.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you probably ain't going to see too much more of Iron Man because he died.
They'll be replacing him with, I think they're replacing him with War Machine like they did in the comics, or they're replacing him with Pepper like they did in the comics.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off when they killed him, man, because I used to despise Iron Man. Back in the day, I wasn't real big on Iron Man because he was just a man in a suit, you know. He didn't really have no superpowers other than being a fucking brilliant genius, you know. But, like, them last few movies, man, he went ham. I got to give it to him. Oh.
Robert Downey Jr. really brought life to Iron Man, honestly, because
yeah.
I'm a big comic book fan, huge comic book fan. Marvel, DC, Vertigo, all the works. Like, I love all comic books. And even in the comic books, Iron Man is not a very entertaining, kind of boring, up until he gets a special suit. Which that special suit is dope as fuck because it's literally like living space metal that he controls with his mind. And I'm like, okay, boy. Sure.
Yeah.
It's a comic book. Let's go with it. Speaking of comic and new coming movies, they have a new Flash movie coming out in next year.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. They actually featured part of the Flash movie in the Flash TV show.
I
the
swear
Flash
when you just
2022.
Yes.
When you
I
had
think it's played by Ezra Miller.
Yeah, is that the kid that played him in Justice League?
It's The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock plays Black Adam in DC in the DC universe. Black Adam is a dope ass character, dude. He's a Shazam based character.
The Rock does everything, man. The Rock plays in it. He's like the Samuel L. Jackson of this day. He's in everything.
He really is. He really is. He's gonna have his own catchphrase.
That's the fucking Rock, man.
That is.
Yeah, that is Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam.
Motherfucking Johnson, boy.
Yep, that's the Black Adam. His movie is supposed to be coming out this year or next. I forget which.
Look at them pointy fucking ears. That's his real ears.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Secretly, he's an elf.
Ears look like in real life.
Secretly, he's just a really big elf.
We gonna fuck around and they gonna have him playing in the next Santa Claus movie as an elf. We ain't careful.
But that little person that was in all the bad Santa that was in the bad Santa movies.
Yeah. But speaking of beef, you know, we started this podcast with the beef and stuff, and now that we're on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, man, what do y'all think's gonna happen with the final little pick of the Fast and Furious franchise? Because you know, Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel fucking despise each other, and then apparently it led to Tyrese Gibson and Dwayne Johnson had it really bad, and now, you know, I guess Tyrese Gibson got pissed off when Dwayne went off and did that Hobbs and Shaw movie, you know, because he thought it took away from the Fast and Furious crew. But and then apparently, I guess it was either Vin Diesel or Dwayne Johnson. One of them said, from this point on, if the other one's in this fucking movie, I'm not going to be in it. And like, so apparently, The Rock, from what I'm getting at, Dwayne Johnson's not going to be in the final Fast and Furious movies.
Well, to be fair, Vin Diesel, if he were to have quit, he would have had a less successful time making another movie as big as Dwayne Johnson. Because Dwayne Johnson, he puts out good movie after good movie after good fucking movie, non-goddamn stop. So for Dwayne to lose that role, he can quickly bounce back. I mean, as Black Adam, his Black Adam role, I have a feeling, is going to make his role in Fast and Furious forgotten.
Right, right. Yeah, I
As for the
definitely.
Fast and Furious movies, I don't know really. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, Paul Walker's dead, and they've lost so many of their original members along the way. You know,
Man.
it may just have to be one of these emotional movies where all the other members are dead and they're just having like flashbacks of the other movies while doing some minor thing, one minor job that gets them killed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I know that was another one that fucked with me when I heard what happened with Paul Walker. Boy, that was. Whew, my
Paul
God, man.
Walker, man. I liked Paul Walker. I think if he would have stayed around, he would have easily been in the he would have been in the Marvel franchise somewhere as a very big.
Yeah, yeah. I've just been sitting around for the last couple of years waiting for the mainstream to come out and just be like, "Oh, it was all a publicity stunt. Paul Walker ain't dead." But
We
I'm
can only
slowly
hope.
losing hope. Brandon's gonna break my heart. Oh, Brandon.
It's gonna break your heart, sir. You're just gonna have to brace for it.
I became a big fan of him when I found out that he was actually trained in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He was a blue belt. Yes, he was a
Mm.
blue belt. I found out in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
He played in Monsters in the Closet, Highway to Heaven, Program to Kill, Throb, Charles in Charge, Who's the Boss, What's a Dummy, The Young and the Restless, CBS School Break Special, The Boys Are Back, Tammy and T-Rex, Touched by an Angel, Meet the Deedless, Pleasantville, Varsity Blues, See All That, Broke Down Place, The Skulls, The Fast and the Furious, Joyride, Life Makes Sense, Ludacris, Act a Fool, Turbocharged, Noel, Into the Blue, Running Score, 8. Jesus Christ.
He was
Man.
in a lot.
Yeah.
He had what's the word I'm looking for? He had
All in
yeah,
short period of time, too. 2015, 2014, 13, 13, 13, 13. He smashed 2013, boy.
he
See,
had diversity.
his first
That's for
movie
sure.
was in 1986, IDB says, and then the
The
last
year
one
I
was
was
2015.
He had his first shoot the year I was born. That's fucking crazy, man. I was born in '86.
Let's see. The movie he was in when I was born was Charles in Charge, 1990.
That
Man,
would be mine too.
man.
Oh, here's something my wife said earlier that blew my mind because she's a waitress. If their date of birth starts with 19, they're legally allowed to drink. They're 21.
Do what?
If their year of birth starts with 19, like 1992, 99, then they are legally allowed to drink because she cards people. So now she just has to look for 19, a 1 in the front.
Really?
Because it's 2021.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see now. Okay. You sure right, man.
Now you feel old.
Yeah. Appreciate that, brother.
Like my body hasn't been telling me that enough already.
Oh,
I used to
man.
run through the woods. Now I get tired when I walk to the mailbox.
I just wanted to be famous as a kid, so I didn't have to do all this hard work
I should have put in more work as a teen.
Oh.
The yeah, Fast and Furious, good movies for sure. They've got some. I think they've got some pretty good stuff coming out this year. I, particular, am a big fan of the show Lucifer on Netflix, and I am anxiously awaiting the second part of season 5. So
Yeah.
I am anxious as
Okay.
unbelievable for it.
So you would definitely recommend that? Because here, let me just be honest with you, okay? Me and my fiance, I don't know if you've ever watched these shows, but she's more of the Vampire Diaries. I'm more of the originals. Have you ever watched either one of those?
I've watched both of them.
Yeah, I've watched both of them about 19 times apiece.
I would highly recommend Lucifer. It is a wonderful series.
Yeah, and see, and I've been thinking about checking that out, but with the fucking originals, she first put me off on the Vampire Diaries, and at first I was like, I don't want to watch this bullshit. It's gonna be some cheap fucking knockoff of fucking Edward and his little Twilight shit. And then she finally convinced me. She finally begged me enough and convinced me to watch it. And probably not 3 to 5 episodes in, I was sitting there at the TV like, this shit is legit, man. And then they brought in Klaus, Klaus Michelson, and I was like, yep, that's my cousin.
That's my dude.
And then,
yeah. Which one were we talking? My brain went for a second. We were talking the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original is really good. I actually came across it when I was after I had finished watching Umbrella Academy, which was not. It's a good series and all, and I would recommend it. It's not like awesomely amazing, blow your mind good. Lucifer. Let me give you a little hint here about it. It is not the Lucifer. It is the Lucifer, but it is not the Lucifer from our Bible.
Okay.
It is actually a DC. This is more about Dylan than anything.
Okay.
Dylan, Clay fist fought Dylan. Like, he straight up fist fought Dylan. And I'll never forget this moment where they were fighting in the middle of it. Like, Clay had him in a headlock or something. And Dylan was like, is that all you got? And Clay just went, no, and punched him square in the side of the fucking face. It was amazing.
I didn't know that at all. I know the only time I'd ever seen Clay do anything was when we were like teenagers, and I was a jerk. I was like a jerk to him bad because I would fight him for stupid stuff. He'd wake me up, I'd beat him over the head with a skateboard. It was stupid. But I'd irritated him so much, and it was a bunch of people over at the house, and I grabbed his head and hair, and I was punching him in the face, and I was being a jerk again. And I don't know, something just came up inside him, and he got mad, and he just punched me as hard as he could in the chest. And I flew across the bed onto the other side of the room and could not breathe for an hour. I was done. I was like, what? I didn't know what happened. I was like, where's this been the whole time? People fuck with you all the time and you don't do nothing.
Right. Damn, could have done fucking...
I watched somebody swing...
Think about Dylan.
He was letting people smack him in the face talking about I'm tough and all this stuff, which it surprised me, but this one guy came up and he brought his hand all the way back to hell and back and smacked the shit out of him, and he didn't move.
He's definitely steady, that's for sure. That's one thing. He could not hit very hard on Dylan for some reason. I don't know why. Like, the hits just weren't hard at all. They were soft like pancakes.
Here's the thing about that. I think when it comes to a lot of people, like a lot of people have this thing, because I don't know if y'all know my buddy Brandon Gabbard, but he's very well known to be one of the hardest hitting motherfuckers that the group of people I ran with knows, because he's got kind of a stutter, and he used to get picked on for it, and this kid picked on him, on the wrong day, and Brandon hit this motherfucker one time, and this dude's eyeball was hanging halfway down his fucking cheek. He done knocked this motherfucker's eye completely out of its socket, and everybody wigged the fuck out and shit. But then Brandon Gabbard and my buddy Josh Jackson, they were kind of at each other one day. So I said, fuck it. We brought the boxing gloves out and threw a set of boxing gloves at each of them and said, have it at, just get it out your systems, and that was the worst fucking boxing match I've ever seen in my life, man. Yeah, and at that point I realized that Brandon Gabbard is a beast if you're able to push him to that limit. If you don't make him mad enough, you can probably take him out. But if you do something that pisses him off to that fucking I'm gonna fucking end your life point, then that motherfucker can just all of a sudden just murder 10 people at one time, and that's probably the same thing. That's probably the same way Clay is. He's probably, unless he's just like fucking Hulk mad, he probably don't put everything that he
It has to be
into
past
it, you
Hulk,
know?
man. It has to be like you have pestered this dude for freaking years.
Yeah.
And they're talking about that someone knocking their eye out their head. My little brother T, he got into a fight with this guy. He was at his house. He was doing all this stuff. He was chilling at his house. Well, this dude walks up, and I don't know what happened, but the dude ends up grabbing T and biting him, like biting down so hard he still has a bite mark, a scar from this dude biting him on his chest. Well, T's mad. He's telling him to get off of him and quit. So dude wouldn't stop. He bit down on him. So Steve starts busting the side of his head. He made the guy blind in his right eye. His right eye, it's done. It's gone. He's blind in that eye now.
Shit.
I don't know why he bit on the. I mean, he took a chunk out of him. I didn't understand that.
Man, that's fucking crazy. His chest?
His chest.
I mean, come on, man. I
Just
mean,
took
if he
a
would have
chunk out.
if he'd have Mike Tyson that shit, I'd be like, all right, you know, that was brutal, you know, but you went up and just like bit this motherfucker, man.
He didn't like swing on him or nothing. He just went up and bit him.
You tried to get some milk, buddy?
I didn't know what the hell. How is that your first reaction? I'm just gonna bite the shit out your chest real quick. And he latched on and wouldn't let go, and that's why T kept beating the hell out of him.
Man. Motherfucker. That's crazy.
But Dylan, the thing that was about Dylan that was weird was he had a pain fetish, very big pain fetish.
Mm-hmm.
So Clay fought him, this man with a pain fetish, couldn't bring him down. This is a man that had Clay and I think Adrian beat him with a stick because he really wanted it.
Damn.
Do you remember? I think it was me, Trent, and Clay when we got mugged by the tracks at that apartment.
Yeah, that was me, you, and Clay.
And they mugged, and there was like, I don't know, like 15 of them dudes, and they had one gun. And they took our wallets and stuff, but the only thing they got was they took a condom out of one of the wallets and threw the wallets down. Like, there wasn't no money. They pulled up, had the gun. One of them ran up to me, put the gun behind my head, and said, "Don't turn around." Well, I didn't hear what he said. He just mumbled it. So I'm turning around, and while I'm turning around, he's dragging the barrel of his gun all across my face. I said, "Don't turn around." I didn't hear you. You mumbled. So I'm getting mad at this dude, and he's, I go, give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. I'm like, no, go get it yourself. So he starts reaching down there, grabbing my ass and everything, trying to get my wallet. And you know, trip pants, the old school trip pants that everyone used to wear?
Yeah.
I had them on, so he was getting all tangled up in all the bullshit. He's getting mad as hell. I'm surprised he didn't shoot my ass. Well, then he goes to Clay and Trent.
Pants, motherfucker.
He goes to, I think he cocked the gun under Trent's jaw or Clay's jaw, and he's telling
Under
them,
my
and
jaw.
I don't know why. Clay didn't say shit, that he didn't do anything, but they put the gun on him and didn't say anything. Just punched him in his fucking face. I don't know if Clay gave him the dirtiest
in the
look
back
in
of
the
the
fucking
head.
world or what. But I just seen him hit him. I just talked shit to him, and he didn't do shit. So I don't know if Clay had the meanest mug on the face of the earth or what. Just jaw-jacked him. Bam! What the hell?
Man.
And it was the smallest gun I'd ever seen in my life. I'm trying to figure out, how's there 15 of y'all and y'all got a gun? One gun. And there's like there's one guy, there's like 2 or 3 dudes doing the stuff. One guy has the gun, the other 2 are talking shit, and then there's like the rest of the 100 of them just standing back there watching.
Man.
And the fucked up part was I recognized one of them, and I knew he was the cousin of one of my friends who was also named Brandon. And I looked at him and said, "Hey, does Brandon know you're doing this?" And he just, what? Yeah, I know you.
Another one of them was Deontay's little brother, apparently. The dude who gave me my nickname, Young E. It was his little brother. He was not mad about his little brother going to jail over us because he said his little brother was stupid as shit.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. And we were walking past them. I know we walked past them, and we were talking about, because we were like hungry or some shit at the time, and we were talking about if we had money, we'd go buy some Taco Bell. We're talking about if we had money, we would buy food, and you decide to rob us.
Yeah, just said you were broke.
What's the thought process behind that? Like, and it was like 4 in the morning, so I still don't understand any of it.
He wanted that condom, man.
I guess he had a date night and stores were closed. Yeah, I know they got a condom in their wallet.
Hey, he didn't want to go drop that 75 cents in the gas station bathroom, man.
Hell no. He ain't had no 75 cents. Let's rob them, get the condom so I can get it on tonight.
These three decent looking white boys, one of them gotta have a condom.
Raw and rugged, motherfucker.
I once ran from the cops. That was fun.
Why does this condom wrapper smell like a white dude? What the fuck is this?
You remember them condoms they used to sell in the gas station bathrooms that taste like, they said they had like banana flavor and shit?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, the
motherfucking flavors, boy.
Cherry flavored condoms, man.
I remember at high school they used to give us these condoms after these little sex orientations, but they were unlubricated condoms.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Spit on it 50 times real quick?
It's a do-it-yourself kit.
And then that shit it'd be the thinnest motherfucking condoms on the planet,
It's
too,
like,
boys.
here's false hope. Have fun.
Yeah. Go knock that
Wear one
bitch
of these. She definitely won't
I
get
used the
pregnant.
condom you gave me. It broke. Now she's pregnant. Oh shit.
I bet you the
smell a lawsuit.
Man, I bet you the sex ed teacher sat there for hours on end every day before class poking holes in them motherfuckers.
This will teach him a lesson.
Let's see. I ship these two together, boink. I ship these two together, boink.
The plan was to get the thinnest condom with no lube, so as soon as you put it on, it tore.
Yup. And then they'll just teach you, like you said, teach you a lesson the hard way.
You ever taken a
Y'all
Trojan
gonna learn.
and filled that motherfucker up with water like a water balloon?
Mm-hmm.
Them motherfuckers get big as shit.
Yeah.
I put one in a tub and put it over the nozzle. It went like 100 times the size.
Man. This speaking of condoms, this story happened on the road right behind where you used to live in Tonyville. On the road I used to live on. I used to hang out with this dude named Cameron. Cameron was an interesting dude, but he was kind of weird. They found him, Cameron, me, Cameron, and one other dude. I think it might have been Daniel, maybe my brother. I don't really know who the other person was. Found a used condom in his back lot, which is like this area that just has like this old unused barn and some woodland behind it. Found a used condom. He picked that bitch up. He pissed in it. He then had his other friend piss in it. They set it on my other friend's front porch.
No.
They rung the doorbell. His dad stepped out onto the condom and it exploded all over his pants.
I remember we used to go to this abandoned house that was by Max Howe. And there was this abandoned house we used to go into and we'd, I don't know, just fuck around. I'd take girls in there and have my fun time in the abandoned house. But we set a fire on a cold night inside the abandoned house. I don't know why we thought that was a good idea. But everything started burning down and then everybody had to try to pee on the fire to put it out. Because we didn't have any water or anything. I'm surprised the whole thing didn't just burn to the freaking ground.
I remember that. I wasn't there for the incident, but I did see the aftermath.
You were there when we tried to do that Ouija board crap, though, inside the abandoned house.
Yeah, the ghost that really didn't like Trey.
Like, we try to mess with this Ouija board, and I'm like, these people are moving it. And then they take their hands off of it, and it keeps fucking moving. I'm like, what the hell? That's the first time I ever freaked out for something like that, because that crap kept moving.
Man.
We had a few paranormal experiences, honestly. We had a few terrifying paranormal experiences. Remember that fucking cemetery in Hensley?
Oh, the statue that turned?
Yeah, and remember the
the cars. You talking about the cars?
The cars. That was the trippiest moment in my life for me.
We drove down this road And it's a one lane road. It's a dirt road. There's trees on all sides of it. No one can pass you. If someone's coming, they're gonna have to back up, or you're gonna have to back up. No one is getting past you. You go through there for like a half mile, and then there's a cemetery, a little old school cemetery on the other side of this road. Well, we pulled in there, and when we realized, oh, this is an old school cemetery, well, we pulled in, and there was 2 rusted cars, like on the ground, no tires, rusted old school, old cars. We look around for a minute and we hear some weird shit, so we hop in the car and take off. And we get just to the outside of that 1 lane road, and someone forgot something, I think a jacket or something, back and left it on a tombstone. We turn around and come back, and as we reach up, he goes and gets it, and we look over, and the 2 cars that were there are now gone. And no one has any idea how they left.
Damn.
That also that whole church incident, the demon goat head thing we saw.
There was a whole time in our lives where we decided we're going to be ghost hunters, so we went to a lot of cemeteries, and it never worked out.
Yeah, we went to that, what was it, Mount Chapel Cemetery, and we almost crashed into that fucking ditch.
Oh, yeah.
We both, you and me, looked to the right, saw this thing, looked forward without a word, just sped forward, and we almost went straight into that goddamn ditch.
That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to look over and see that.
So, when was the first time you met Mark?
Ooh, I think it was shortly after the time that somebody was saying that Trey was going to kill his older brother.
Is that the time everybody met him? Did everybody meet him at the same damn time?
Which we spoke on that earlier too.
It's like, because I told him, like, last time I met him was when he came out of nowhere and was hopping on Trey, punched him in the face a couple times, all this stuff. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what had happened. I had no clue. He tells me Trey had went and threatened his brother, your brother?
Yeah.
Saying said he was a 100-year-old dragon that was going to kill him. And that sounds exactly like some crap he would say, too. So that's 100% the truth. Who threatens somebody like that?
Yeah, and it's like I explained to Brandon. When we were speaking on it earlier. You know, whether it was true or not. You know, I mean, Trent. You know, back then, man, I was still. I mean, I wasn't, baby young, but I was still fucking kind of young, man. We were into the music. I was into my fighting, and had the world at my feet, and I didn't give a fuck about anything, and I was just, a little punk and shit. And on top of that, like I told Brandon earlier, I've always been my brother's keepers, including my big brother, because he's epileptic, so I deemed him a little brother as well, and the minute, I remember I was sitting in my dad's trailer, and everything was good that day. There wasn't no arguing or fighting going on between me and my brothers and me and our dad, so it was actually a good day. And then Chris walks in and says, "So this motherfucking Trey guy, man, claiming to be a fucking old ass dragon, just said he was gonna fucking kill me." And like, I didn't even say anything. Like, I said nothing, and I just fucking bolted out the door. And Anthony Dixon followed me, and then I caught him. I guess I don't remember if somebody told me that they were walking back there, about to come through the back of the trailer park and stuff, or if I just went looking and happened to see him over there. But I know we got over there, and I ducked down behind that dumpster, because I didn't know whether he was going to try to run or what he was going to do, So I hid behind that dumpster until he walked by. And then I just ran up and just started randomly just hitting this dude. And I remember blatantly telling him, "Motherfucker, fight me." And he kept saying, I'd hit him and he'd say, "I'm not going to fight you." And that was just pissing me off even more. Like, I mean, really, that shit makes me so mad. I'm sitting there punching you in the face, man. Fucking fight me.
I know. I was standing there because I was with him, and I was standing there, and I seen that shit happen, and I'm just looking like, what in the hell just happened? What is going on?
And then I told Brandon, man, the next day, it was the next day or a couple of days later, I seen him walking, man, and I seen fucking knuckle indentions in his forehead, and like I just felt fucking horrible, man. I was like, I shouldn't have done that, because I looked at him and I kept telling myself, he ain't the type of guy that's capable of doing some shit like that. I could probably just go over here and talk to him, but instead I went over there and just fucking started just hitting the dude, punching him in the face and shit. But yeah, I mean, I ended up talking to him after that, and I mean, we didn't become best friends or anything, but I mean, the beef was squashed and we became cool and shit,
That's just that young and dumb shit, like my ass throwing people in dumpsters and all kind of stupid
Yeah.
shit back then too.
About that time you punched me, Clay, Dustin, and Trey.
Yeah, or that time.
You punched me twice. I didn't even do it.
I had lost my mind because y'all had left, and I was at Trey's house, but the front door was locked, and his mom kept screaming for help or something. So Trey took his sweet ass time, and by the time y'all got back out there, I'm like, Trey, hurry up and unlock the door. Your mom's screaming like something's wrong, and he's telling me to fuck off or something. So I just lost it and ended up slamming his head into a brick wall. And then I ran down and hit Trent and hit everybody there. I think I hit. I don't know why. I just did. And I'm waiting for someone to fight
I remember, you didn't actually ever hit Dustin. You hit Clay once, then you hit me twice.
I kept waiting for someone to come back and fight me, and it kept pissing me off because no one was wanting to fight me. So I said, fuck it, and just ran off. Like, fuck y'all, I'm out of here.
I'll let you know a secret. If you would have hit me a third time, I would have struck back.
Like nothing was happening. I was so fucking pissed.
Man,
I remember the first time you hit me, like you hit, and then I then I kind of laughed because it didn't hurt and it surprised me and made me laugh. I don't know why. And then I guess you heard me do it and you just turned and leapt off the ledge and Superman punched my ass.
I know, because I hit Clay first, I think, and then I looked at him and his face like didn't even fucking move because whatever. And then I hit Trent a couple times, and I'm looking at these motherfuckers, and they're just staring back at me. They're not doing anything but staring at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just take the fuck off.
Yeah, that
like,
shit makes you,
y'all.
you're just like, man. You're just like me, man. When you punch somebody in the face, you're ready for a fight, man.
Dude, I was hopping up and down like a bunny and shit, like, let's go. And no one did anything. I was so mad.
Man.
If you would have done one more, I have a 3-punch rule, 3-swing rule, because after that, I can call it a self-defense, no matter how badly I whoop your ass.
You could call it self-defense after the first punch. There were like 12 witnesses. Even the dude across the street was a witness. He was yelling at me.
I remember him yelling. You gonna let him beat your ass like that? Like, I don't give a shit, honestly.
That was crazy as crap.
I know Brandon did, when me and Brandon was discussing that trade thing earlier, he did, say something that made me feel a little better about the situation because he said, he told me that Trey just went around getting himself into shit like that all the time,
He threatened people like that all the time. I didn't understand why. Like, he always because he would go like, I'm a dragon or some shit, and 100 years old, 1,000 years old, and I never understood what the fuck is going on, man.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better about punching him in the face.
That's why when you
ran
up and you
spar
were
us
jumping
all
him,
the time. When
you were running up and jumping him, like that's all that went through my head is what did he do now? What did you do?
what have you done?
Who the fuck
it's
did
funny.
He turn into a dragon now?
It's just funny he didn't fight back because he was constantly wanting to like spar with Clay or spar with me or any of us, and I would toy with him, but the moment I hit him once, he would always be like, all right, I need a break. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Tough until...
I sparred with Adrian a couple times.
Yeah. And I think that's how me and Adrian actually, me and Adrian have, we had talked in passing from time to time, but I think that's how we officially actually ended up becoming friends because, people kept coming to me after I beat the hell out of Trey and saying, man, Adrian Walker's going to be coming to fight you for beating up Trey. And I was like, well, tell that motherfucker to come get these hands then. God damn it, what's he waiting on? You want me to write him up a fucking invitation real quick? I can do that, you know? And then I guess, you know, he fucking – I think we ended up running into each other one day, man, and I guess he thought it was going to be a fight, but then he recognized me and you know, we kind of went back and forth at it for a couple of minutes, and then before you know it, we went from fucking debating and arguing about me beating the hell out of Trey to, man, let's just go kick it, man. You know, we just ended up becoming friends.
Yeah, now Adrian.
Even though I'll be real with you, man. I mean, I got love for Adrian, you know, because we've known each other for a long time, been friends for a long time. But I will tell, and I have no shame in saying this, you know, because he knows I'll tell it to his face too. But that motherfucker knows how to get under your skin and get on your nerves sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, he's now he's not doing so hot. He's like got some kind of depression crap or something messed up with him because his whole family like told him to go fuck off, all kind of shit. So yeah. I mean, last time I talked to him, I think he's blocked me on everything. I know he's blocked me on Facebook again. I can't fucking chat with him or anything, but I think his mind's gone somewhere dark.
Yeah, he don't seem like the same person anymore. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, but we don't really talk anymore. You know, I've tried messing him a few times to see how he was doing, you know, and he really don't ever even respond.
I've tried texting him, calling him, everything. He just does not reply.
You know, I think after he went against what I told him and turned pro in the MMA thing and fucked his career off in the MMA world, and I think he finally came to the conclusion and realized that he did that, you know, and faced reality. And then what you just said, his whole family pretty much told him to fuck off. You know, I think he finally got to the point where he realized, hey, I'm not fucking Superman, you know. This shit, I'm alone, man, and I fucked my dreams up, and it hurts. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, man. I mean, wish the best to him, man. I hope he's doing all right. I do. Yeah.
I know last time I talked to him, he was so jacked up, I thought he was going to do something stupid. I ended up calling the cops and sent him to his house.
Man, is that bad?
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I called some people about some you know, someone might be about to hurt themselves, and they went over there and checked on him.
Damn, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
they have so much confidence.
Yeah, he did, man. But that's why I said, you know, he let that confidence rule him, man. He let that confidence overrun him and fucked himself in the long run with it, man. I mean, confidence is an amazing thing to have, man. It's a glorious thing, but I mean, there's wrong ways of working that shit, man. He went about it the whole wrong way. When me and Shane Bridges and all of us tried to tell him he wasn't ready to turn pro, you know, that's another thing me and Brandon discussed earlier, folks not being able to take constructive criticism. But when you're in some shit like that, you got to learn to fucking, you know, take constructive criticism as a fucking blessing, you know. And that boy was horrible about taking constructive criticism. If you fucking told him, oh, you were just an eighth of a second off on slipping that punch, man. What the fuck, man? I did that shit perfect. What the fuck are you talking? I'll beat your motherfucking ass, dude. I'm fucking Adrian. I'm the Matrix, nigga. I'll hit the fucking.
I mean, he had a pretty decent stand up, but if you got him to the ground, it was over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I proved that shit to him because we talked, and you know. And he told me, he said, I don't need a ground game because nobody's ever going to be strong enough to get me to the ground. Very next fight, he got taken to the ground and he got choked out. And when he came over to my house that night, I told him, I said, I fucking told you, Adrian. He said, once in a lifetime thing, it'll never happen again. So I threw the MMA gloves at him. I said, spar me, bro. So we laced up and we started sparring in my bedroom at my trailer out in BB at the time. You know, and he threw a couple punches, you know, I slipped one, he landed one on me, and then I'd fire back with that counter left and land one on him. And then I just waited for him to do the sloppy shit and give me the takedown. Shot in, got the double leg on him, slammed him on the ground. and then I let him roll over and get on top, but in my guard, and within 4 seconds after he rolled over on top of me, I had him locked in a triangle choke and tapping.
Choo.
And I was like, Adrian, you got to learn some BJJ, man. You got to, or you're not gonna make it out here.
And what was fucked up about the whole thing is he had the drive and the potential to make all that good.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Because it was like he went from having all the confidence in the world, believing he could do anything with music, MMA, all this fighting stuff, everything he could do. And then I think the girl he was with broke up with him or did something stupid. His family told him to fuck off. And then all of a sudden he was alone. He had nothing. And that was the last time I talked to him. Like the whole world just crashed down on dude, like an instant.
Yeah, and honestly, man, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, he put himself in that alone situation, because, I mean, he's got people out there, I mean, I know we weren't fucking kicking it like we used to, but, I mean, if he would have hollered at me and said, bro, I need somebody to talk to, I'd have been like, shit, what's up, dude? Man, where you at? I'll come pick you up. We'll go get a burger or something. We'll shoot the shit, dude.
Oh, I've tried that 100 times. I've tried telling him, just come over here and chill. I don't know where his mind's at or what he's doing, but he just won't do it.
Yeah, he just kind of shut the whole fucking world out, man.
I mean, I get it. I've been in his situation. I have. Losing everyone back in 2009. If I didn't have fucking Brandon here and Clay and Adrian too was still there for me in 2009 when everything else went to shit for me, I probably would have ended up a lot more like Adrian right now.
Yeah.
I was just lucky because I had Brandon. Brandon had my fucking back, and so did Clay. Like, y'all stuck through me through fucking thick and thin.
Yeah.
I tend to attract people with problems.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So from the moment I was born, my life was screwed up. I was born, my grandparents, I have different stories about why I was with my grandparents. My mom was on the street, my grandparents stole me, blah, 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 whatever. It happened. I don't care. Didn't know who my biological father was till I was like 8 years old, and he still didn't want nothing to do with me as far as I knew. Then when I was 13 or 14, I got kicked out of my grandparents' house because I was a handful. They couldn't handle me. So then I moved in with my mom, and she sent me to Rivendell disciplinary school, where they change you to your desk, shot you full of stuff so you would be mellow the whole day. And then I moved out when I was 17 on my own, just to get away from all the psycho stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like fucked up people just come straight to me.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that. They can sense it, they can sense. And it's probably because you've been through all that, and they know you can cope with it and shit, and they can talk to you, and you probably be able to give them some sound advice, because I have the same shit happen with me, with the lifestyle that I had to lead growing up. Before I even moved to Arkansas, man, I had pretty fucking demented, twisted, horrible life, but I'm super fucking proud of where I'm at today, man, because watching my parents growing up, I thought I was going to be dead before I was 30, man. I didn't think I'd be sitting here at 34 doing a fucking podcast with the two of y'all. I tell you, I'd be dead at this point.
I didn't think I'd ever try this YouTube shit again. I did this for like 4 years and, got a few subscribers, got up to a couple thousand subscribers, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. You get burned out. You gotta record for 8 hours. Then you gotta edit for 8 hours. And then by the time it's all said and done, you get 5 views, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Running through cell phones and computers because you're breaking shit.
It's ridiculous.
Fuck. What?
I mean, but
what the fuck?
I straightened from all the crap in my past and everything. I straightened my life up. And I made a goal for myself to buy a house before I was 30. And I met that goal. And that's like best thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just going from being a convicted felon to getting my record completely erased to owning a home and having an awesome job. I think it's pretty much a success.
Yeah. Definitely a good fucking feeling, man. To be at the bottom and work your way up to the top and look back down at where you were and where you're at now.
And how I got the felony to begin with, which I should have never been charged with, was we picked up scrap metal off the side of the road, and they said it belonged to the Union Pacific, and it was a derailing device. I didn't know that. It looked like a rusted piece of metal brick thing.
Yeah.
And that judge told me they were trying to give me like 15 years for it. They ended up giving me 3 years probation, $1,000 fine, and 400 hours of community service.
Man.
Off some BS charge that, I got expunged. I got it erased. It's not on my record anymore, but still.
Yeah.
That was 3 years of my life that I couldn't do anything because no one hires felons. Nobody. And people keep saying, well, McDonald's does. No, not really. Walmart hires felons. You're better off murdering someone than having a theft by receiving charge.
Yeah. They hit me with that McDonald's does. I'm like, bitch, I'm Mark Klaus. Get out of here.
McDonald's does. I'm not flipping burgers. I don't give a fuck.
Been there, done that.
Hey, you really want me to tell you some shit that's really pissing me off right now at this moment?
What's that?
I shared this motherfucking podcast over to my Facebook about 20 minutes ago, and I simply asked, I said, I need one of you motherfuckers to go over there and mash that subscribe button and put me at an even 30 subscribers. And why I'm still sitting at 29 subscribers, I don't know.
You were at 30 for a good 1.5 seconds. It's like that motherfucker hit subscribe and then went, there you go, unsubscribe. What the hell?
So what happened?
It's like someone just hit subscribe and then unsubscribed because it went up to 30 and then it dropped right back down to 29.
No, man. Man.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I guess he didn't want no PlayStation 5.
I'm guessing in that half a second we said something to offend him.
Man, I guess so. It may have been
a
that
Trump
dude,
supporter.
It may have been that dude that commented about loving the movie. He may have gotten his feelings that, we told him we wasn't Channing Tatum.
It happened again. It went up to 30 and went back down to 29. What is going on?
What?
Hey, come on. This ain't a porno. Stop with the tease and let's get straight to it.
I mean, I just don't understand it. We're giving away cash prizes for subscribers, and now we've done announced. And I know it's been posted long enough for a handful of people to see that shit, that if we get this channel to 500 subscribers, we're giving away a fucking PlayStation 5, man. $1,000 gaming system, man. And we're not even at 30 yet.
They probably don't think it's true.
Well, I figured,
gave away $50.
Yeah, I figured that could have been the possibility. People wanted to know that it was legit, but when we did our first drawing today, which, it would have been for $250. We started at 50, and then we threw the rule down that if we got to 50 subscribers before the drawing, that it was going to go up to $100. And then Brandon dropped a fucking bombshell right, before, the day of, I believe it was, of the drawing, and said if we get to 50 subscribers before 7 p.m. tonight, I'll throw $200 more in the pot and make the grand prize $250. And we were waiting to blink and see whether we were at 50 subscribers, and it barely moved.
Okay, I did that twice for an hour each time. Like, you have an hour to make this to 50 subs. Every time I did that, it didn't move for that whole hour. I'm like, what the hell?
We're trying to give away $250.
This is for the people that followed the instructions, subscribed, and made their subscription visible. I'm going to read their names off. We have Natural Sav, LPseven, Mitchell Morris, Walter Powell, Josh Jackson, Janetta McMahon, David Autry, Josh Melhorn, Clayton Sills, Courtney Allison. Hey, Trent, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
I should be there.
What you named, 12?
You need to make them subs visible.
Yep.
See, when you make a
thing.
channel, your subs are not visible. You have to go in there and manually change it.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do this? I'm opening my YouTube on my.
Because if y'all don't do that, we don't know who's subscribing, and we don't know to put your name in these drawings. And I mean, we've said it in every video, so y'all should at least, if you can't figure out how to do it, you can at least comment on one of the vids and say, "Hey, I've subscribed," or message or something. But it'd just be a lot easier if y'all can make y'all subs visible.
Sign into your YouTube account. In the top right, click your profile picture. Click Settings. In the left menu, select Privacy. Turn on or off. Keep all my subscriptions private. You want that off.
There
Just
it is.
told you how to do it.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
But no, anyway, we never got to 50 subscribers, so we had the drawing last night, and my buddy, which is the Pyramid Heavyweight MMA champion here in Arkansas, Avery Wilson, he won the drawing. And I sent him his 50. I cash apped him his $50 today.
Hold on, wait a minute. Did that other person ever? They never commented.
Who?
Their 24 hours is up.
Oh no, Avery messaged me.
No, not Avery. That other person. The first name you drew out.
That was Avery. And then I drew your name second as runner up, and then I said that I was gonna do another one since it was the first drawing. I said I'm gonna draw another name, and whoever I draw, I'm gonna send them $50 by Tuesday. And that was Logan Brown. That was Courtney's little brother that I drew, and he commented.
So he gave away the $50. So he has screenshots to prove it.
Yeah, I posted it. I posted the screenshots of the receipt, and then the winner, Avery Wilson, he even posted it and said, "Hell yeah, I won $50 just for subscribing."
And
yeah,
now this thing that we're doing with it, where my name's going to be in every drawing. But if you draw my name, then that means I pay the amount he's giving away, so the prize is then doubled.
Yeah. That's how that's going to work. And then now we got, we have our original 100 subscriber drawing. When we got to 100 subscribers, we were going to draw, we ain't decided how many names, but we were going to draw a few names for cash prizes and merch prizes and shit. And then Brandon came out today with 500 subscribers. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5. I don't know why we're not at 500 subscribers.
That's what blows my mind.
Who don't want a fucking PlayStation 5, man? And if you don't video game, shit, you can take that PlayStation 5 and probably sell it for $800 or $900.
That's what I'm saying. You can sell it for like $1,200. These people are making killings off these PlayStation 5s.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll get there. I think the right group of people will finally see it and it'll get to popping.
You'd be surprised. There are very unique groups of people on YouTube. This happened a while back, but I actually have a fan page on Facebook, not created by me. I didn't even know it existed until several months after. Called Trent Michael Ingram is the greatest fucking legend ever. And it's just this group of fucking British, basically hippies, paganists, a bunch of fucking hippie paganists that sit around and just watch my videos. I had no fucking idea about it.
Oh, wow.
We're in the ending 5-minute countdown.
Yep.
2 hours is the limit on these things.
You're 2 hours.
2 hours on the first podcast?
You went 2 hours. It's been 2 hours.
Oh, hell.
We've talked about a lot.
Okay, yeah. But no, I spoke with my brother and Brandon. We are going to be shooting that fire-ass motherfucking content tomorrow, hopefully. As long as I don't get called out 57,000 times, we're gonna be able to ship. Well, tomorrow's Monday, ain't it? Is tomorrow Monday?
Tomorrow's Sunday. Or today.
Okay,
It's now
good deal.
Sunday.
Good deal. Okay, so yeah, I talked to my brother and we're gonna shoot fire content tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna go hard. It's gonna go so hard. So there's that. And that we're ticking down, folks. 3 minutes and 40 seconds before this podcast ends.
Don't forget to click on the link below to get some merch.
Yes.
Yeah, do what he said.
Do
You
what
can
he
get some
said.
merch with links below. You can donate to help support the channel. Let's see, what else do we have in that description below? Let's see. You can get on this Discord. The Discord that we're doing this podcast on. We got a thing called the Magic Chat and Magic Lounge that you can join.
Mm-hmm.
You can donate. You can follow Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram. Go to the Patreon.
All of it.
Okay, Trent, is there anything you would like to plug for being on the podcast?
All I would like to say is that it has been fun. This has been a fun first podcast. I'm glad I could be part of the first one. Thank you, Magic, for giving me this opportunity, as well as, of course, the mediator of all this shenanigans.
You know what?
Brandon.
For being the person on the first podcast, I'm going to buy you a day one hoodie.
Oh. Trent's getting a day one hoodie.
That's part of the limited merch. There are only 300 available. 300 one-day hoodies, 300 one-day tees. We also got phone cases, mugs. We got masks, all kind of crap.
I'm excited. I'm dancing in my pants.
So yeah, just know that day one merchandise is limited. You know, so there will be more of them hoodies and whatnot to purchase after that. But, you know, you want to get it while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Get it now. And that way, you know.
Part of the day one club.
Yeah, a year.
Day one club. Day one club.
Hey, check out this sick ass hoodie. You can be like, oh, check out mine. It's got the day one logo on it, bitch.
And we're going to do special giveaways for day one people. So, like. We can say, send us a picture of your day one hoodie, your day one merch. We can confirm your day one, and you can be entered in that giveaway.
Yup. So get on it. Get on it. We've given y'all proof that we're not hoaxing on this fucking giveaway shit, man. We're not gonna lie to y'all. If we say we're gonna give something away, we're gonna give it away. And we just
take it from me, a complete stranger none of you have ever met before. These people are legit.
There it is. I only robbed people Tuesday.
Only robbed people after Labor Day.
Thanks for listening to Magic's Mic podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The links below can take you to merch, donations, Facebook links, all that good stuff. Go to the Reddit to suggest video ideas. 20 seconds. Say what you got to say.
What you do.
I just want to appreciate. I just want to say I appreciate anybody that jumped in here. I want to say I appreciate everybody that has liked, subscribed to the channel. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all are awesome. Continue to share this page so we can get this support.